Ask yourself this question at the moment. Are you going through a massive stage of your own transition, transformation, change, call it whatever you want, where you feel that you're ready to change your habits and behaviours in big ways? That can be for a variety of reasons. And I ask that because it just seems that the whole world is going through some form of transition at the moment. You know, whether it's politics, whether it's the environment, you know, we're all waking up to realise that things have got to change massively, which means that we've got to change. And it almost feels too much. There's too much change going on at the moment. So what we've done, we've put a workshop together, which is going to give you 12 of the most common self-sabotaging habits and behaviours that we see coming up in our coaching practice on a daily basis. So I'll run through some of them. Number one is confidence. We're all going through a massive issue with confidence. Now, this doesn't matter if it's a woman who's running a company of 2,000 employees and has been doing it for 30 years, or a stay-at-home mum who's got a startup and she is launching her new business. Self-confidence and what I call its kissing cousins, which is self-worth, self-belief, self-value, you know, all of those are massively affected if we don't get a grip on our self-confidence. Now, you know, self-doubt is a big anti against confidence. You know, more and more of us are doubting what we thought we knew, just because the world seems to be accelerating and moving faster. But more than that, we seem to be going through this massive period of change. So more than ever, we need to get in touch with our confidence and our intuition, our gut instinct, because we need to start learning new mind tools that are going to help us through this period. So another subject that we're going to be teaching and giving more tools for you to take away that particular day and start applying straight away is all around anxiety, stress and worry. Now, you know, some anxiety and stress is good for us short term. It makes us get up and do things. But if it becomes a long-term order, then it can quickly develop into mood disorders or even worse, depression. Now, we will give you the tools and techniques that we've put together over the last 6 years in our practice that you can apply from that day onwards. So, you know, you will have the practices and they're all evidence-based. We've used them for the last 6 years. They're all backed up by psychology, and you know, we will give you the tools, so it gives you the how. Because many of us are probably guilty, myself included many years ago, where we read all the books, we read all the personal development books, we watch the videos that inspire and motivate us, but we don't necessarily apply and take it to the next level. So these are the tools that are going to help you to take it to the next level. The third topic where we're going to give you a tool for that particular day is focus and attention. Now, I don't know if you've noticed in yourself, but in what I would call the age of distraction, where everybody in the world seems that they want to get hold of you, they want to sell to you, they want your attention, they want to break your focus from what you're doing, and they're shouting at you to pay attention to them. Now, this is leading to chronic problems with our ability to concentrate. So we're going to give you a tool or a couple of tools that are going to help you with your focus. My favourite subject next, managing emotions. If we don't get a grip on our emotions in the coming years, we are going to significantly struggle to get a handle on our lives. Now, I don't want to overemphasize this, and you know, I can't overemphasize this enough. I see this in our daily practice. You know, if you think of anxiety and stress on a thinking level, which is a cognitive level, then what happens is that over stressing, that over anxiety eventually evolves into the body, because that's where we hold our emotions, whether it's good emotions or bad emotions. And if we are holding lots of negative, heavy feeling emotions that are showing up in the body, so where do emotions show up? They show up in the neck, they show up in the shoulders, in the gut, you know, in the stomach, you know, and the back of the back of the neck. If we don't get a grip on managing our emotions properly, then they will take us over. So what we're going to do, why do I feel this is so important? It's important because, you know, anxiety and stress and emotions out of control will start to lead to things like digestive, you know, disorders. They will lead to joint problems, physical problems, you know, all the somatic issues that come from, you know, there's a word in psychology called psychosomatic, and that is basically that, you know, where we take mind disorders and then they eventually evolve into going into the body, and if we don't get a grip on them, then they will grip us. And there's nothing worse than feeling overwhelmed where you feel you're out of control. So managing emotions is a big thing for us, and we're going to teach you and give you the best tools from the best teachers around the world, bang up to date, right on the coalface, where you can take away those tools that day. Another big issue is inner critic. You know, inner critic is that inner self-talk, you know, that self-doubt, that little voice that we've got in us that constantly puts us down, you know, as if criticism and doubt and people pleasing and fear of other people's emotion and opinions is not bad enough. If that's not bad enough from the outside world telling us that we're not good enough, young enough, pretty enough, smart enough, if that's not bad enough alone, then we've got this internal demon, you know, this critic that if we don't get a grip on it will constantly tell us that we're in the wrong, that we're not good enough, that we're going to fail. And we need to get tools to help us with our life on this. So that's another tool. The last one, overwhelm. Overwhelm and overthinking, two of the chronic issues that are creeping up that we've noticed massively in the last sort of year to 18 months, but gradually been building up over the last 6 years since we've been practicing. And I don't think it's going to stop. It's going to accelerate, it's going to get worse, and we need to get a grip on our thoughts. And we're going to give you tools to prevent you from becoming completely overwhelmed. So guys, I hope you can join us the 6th of July. We really want to give you the best tools out there at the moment. We know they work, we use them in our practice. Added to that, you can join a support network. So on the day, we're very in our style of workshop experiential. So there's lots of breakouts. There's lots of chances for you to go and share your stuff with everyone else. So great. If you can join us, Inverness, go to the details below for Change Your World. And we hope you can be there. And we look forward to seeing you. You take care. All the best. Bye.